スーパーレディオブラザーズ
It's time for the Super Radio Brothers. I think the one just had an accident.
Yes, the Super Radio Brothers, we have returned. Welcome back.
Thank you.
As if there was any doubt. Broadcasting from one very strategic location within the Empire. Yes, it is the Super Radio Brothers. And back with us this week, it is Super Radio Father.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Rock and roll, baby.
So good to have you back here. We thought Trent would be back in the fold this week, but something happened with him. I suspect, I was thinking about this, and I suspect that
give me something.
through conversations with him,
Yeah.
I believe he doesn't like you.
What?
Yeah. I think there's a problem there, something personal. I don't think he likes you.
Oh, okay. I love you, Trent.
Oh, you said you just reached out. You just bared your soul and your heart.
Yes. I'm swiping my tears right now. You better get over here.
Just don't bear anything else, okay?
Oh, no. No, come on. I don't even look at myself, baby.
Oh, no. You don't look at yourself when you're a bear?
Imagine that.
So, yeah, we got Super Radio Father back in the fold here for the Super Radio Brothers episode 310. And, it's always great to hang out with dear old Dad, especially when you have something special for me. You have a surprise for me, you said
first
here.
I said hello to everybody.
Oh, hello.
Okay, thanks. Okay,
It's radio. You're speaking to one person.
one person, that's right. Who am I talking to?
I don't know.
I don't know. Either.
Whoever's listening.
All right, so, my wife asked me the other day, you guys buy stuff all the time. I go, yeah. So I was bored, and I bought this baseball glove online because I like the colors.
You like colors?
Colors,
You bought a
man.
baseball glove for the colors?
Yeah, but you got to see the size of this thing.
All right.
And let me go get it out.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to show you mine, then I'll show you this one.
I told you not to bear anything else. I'm going to show you mine.
Bear on the right. Bear right.
All right. He's got a bag. That's a beautiful Columbia bag, too.
Yeah, it is. Wait till you see the glove.
Is most of your baseball equipment there?
Yeah, well, this is my glove.
Oh, that's a good glove. Yeah, I think you've done a great job with this glove over the last couple of months. What else you got there?
So then I fell in love with this monster.
What is that?
It's a garbage can.
Not only is this, it's comical. It's a baseball glove, but it's red, white, and blue. You should have been at the All-Star game last
Yeah,
night.
but look at the size of this thing. Look at my hand.
Why did you buy that?
If I were to put this in front of my face, I'll never catch the ball.
That glove would be big on Aaron Judge's hands.
Oh, my goodness. Imagine a bird flying by. It takes me away.
Let me see that thing. It's enormous. I'm like, what compelled you to buy this monster?
Like my wife says, she likes Everybody Loves Raymond. So,
Okay.
idiot.
Everybody loves Raymond. Not everybody, though.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago now.
Yeah.
Most people might, Raymond goes back to before streaming shows, I think. And
Oh, my God. Am I that old?
no, you're pretty old, though, but no.
It's nice, right? You hear this guy? Look at that. He's got me dripping out of my mouth here.
Well, maybe it's the age gap between you and Trent that's fostered this
Okay.
negative feeling towards you.
How dare you?
And maybe, as a Tampa Bay Ray fan, maybe he doesn't want to come on with two
no
Yankee
wonder.
fans.
No wonder. Problem. That's right. He's a Tampa fan.
Yeah.
All the way around, right?
What teams does Tampa have?
Oh, sorry about the Lightning.
Oh, no. You see, that's why he didn't want to come here. He didn't want to hear you telling him about the Lightning. And,
what? Oh, and Brock is coming back.
talking about don't mention the fact that the Buccaneers didn't repeat last year either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I was in so many tears.
And the worst.
That the other team won.
And then, the second place Tampa Bay Rays are 13 and a half games behind the Yankees.
Oh, my God. My heart is bleeding. I'm telling you.
So I'm starting to see why maybe he didn't want to be on the show.
Come on, you Mark. Get over here.
We're looking forward to teaming up here, the ultimate triumvirate of Super Radio Brothers and Father.
You're going to like that.
Oh, yeah, we're looking forward to that on episode 311, but episode 310, Rich and Dear Old Dad. Let's talk about some news.
Let's talk about some news. I forget stuff. Give me my other glove.
Oh, it would be great if you left your actual glove here.
Oh, my God.
And you had to use that freaking monstro. I got to take a picture of that and put it online so people can see it.
It's a garbage can, I'm telling you.
That might be the biggest baseball glove I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anything like it.
If anybody had hands like that, you'll be just flushing toilets because you won't be cleaning yourself.
If Andre the Giant showed up, and was going to play a softball game, that's the glove he would use.
Use or probably be too big for him.
You think so? Yeah. He needs a smaller glove for sure. Anyway, Super Radio Brothers, it's time for news, as I like to say, from this hell we call Earth. It is the news, and some interesting things going on this week. And speaking of hell, this might actually be hell on Earth.
Why? Because it's hot down here.
Well, I'm not talking about down here. You're jumping the gun a little bit, but it is
here
hot.
we go again.
You got to let me start the story first.
Oh, okay.
You can't comment on the story before I tell the story.
So that means I should shut up a little bit.
A house was condemned, right? It happens,
Yeah,
But
what are you going to do?
These are under special circumstances. A senior was taken to a hospital, and 2 women faced charges after the 3 were found living in a feces-filled home. Feces! Shit!
Jesus.
A shit-filled home with dozens of animals, authorities say. And they're not talking about the people. We're talking about actual so people or animals living like this. But Grovetown police and code enforcement officers responded to a resident in the 500 block of Jackson Street, wherever that is, to look into a complaint of possible neglect of an elderly person, according to authorities. So living in the home was a 47-year-old, a 23-year-old, and a 74-year-old. She was disabled, used a wheelchair, and relied on the other women as her caretakers, her granddaughter and her daughter. Investigators observed the interior of the residence to be blanketed in animal shit.
Holy shit.
Blanketed. So, I guess that means there's shit everywhere, right?
Yeah, so how did they get the wheelchair to the other side of the room?
Yes, you got to literally walk through shit, I guess, including the floors, the walls, and windows, just shit everywhere. Investigators further observed Miss Rebecca Turner to have cuts, scrapes, marks on her body, which appeared to have been caused by the animals. So even the animals were attacking this old lady.
Maybe they were hungry.
There's no, it's a good well, they're pooping a lot, so they're eating something.
Yeah.
Investigators also saw that her wheelchair was unusable due to the seat being filled with animal shit. In addition, there were no usable showers or toilets in the residence. All 3 residents of the home were also observed to have shit all over their clothes.
So that means they're all full of shit, right?
Yeah, quite literally, all full of shit. So, man, that's kind of, I don't know, it's a downer, man.
It's not cool, man.
That's not there's nothing funny you could say about that, right?
No, you can't, because those young people should have been known better.
They're literally walking around in shit, too. How lazy do you have to be? Yeah. I wonder what these people actually look like.
Pretty shitty, probably.
But that's actually a terrible story. I feel down now. I was so happy before, but now
oh my God,
I don't know if I can continue this show now.
I think I need a jar of Boost.
So this must have, I don't know what the size of this home was, but Columbia County Animal Control, they removed more than 24 dogs, multiple cats, and several reptiles from the residence. So dogs aren't enough, cats, they got to have reptiles.
Well, let's hope the people are okay and the animals are okay.
You have such a big heart. That's all you get.
Yeah, I got a big heart, all right.
I told you not to bear anything more than your heart. So you've already shown the big heart that you have. So anyway, this was a pretty good one. So the Bridge Bakehouse in Derbyshire, England.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, exactly. Bloody, yeah.
Yeah.
You could do the rest of the show.
Oh, yeah. Fish and chips there.
You like fish and chips?
Bloody hell, yeah.
Basically French fries. But
yeah, I know.
Received the Bridge Bakehouse in Derbyshire, England, received an anonymous letter from a disgruntled member of the local community, and it's about a sandwich. And what's his problem with this?
Oh, my God.
Now,
what
first
is
of all,
the problem?
Check out what's on this sandwich. Caramelized onions, mature cheddar, and mozzarella. Basically, I guess like a grilled cheese. It sounds delicious to me.
I didn't know British people eat mozzarella.
Well, you know, I think everybody eats mozzarella.
Oh, my God. That's news to me, man.
Only Italians eat mozzarella?
No, man. Everybody in the Bronx.
Everybody, just people in the
New
Bronx. Mozzarella's a New York thing, bro.
There you go.
That's where people eat mozzarella.
Yeah, they eat
Not
fish.
in England.
They eat bloody fish and chips over there, right?
So the issue, it sounds delicious. You, by the way, make a slamming grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, thank you.
You like
My
to-
family thanks you.
You like to throw some bacon in there sometimes?
Oh, yes.
I'm already hungry.
Yeah, I'm
thinking
getting
about
hungry right now.
it. Can we leave?
Yeah, let's go.
Why don't
All
you go?
boys.
I can handle the rest of the show. Why don't you get in the kitchen there and...
Oh, now I got to cook, still cooking at my age. What's the matter with you?
I thought I was coming here to do a show.
Yeah,
Now-
man.
Now I'm making lunch. What's going on here? But the problem this guy had with the delicious sandwich is that the restaurant called it the Cheesus Christ. The Cheesus Christ.
Yeah, how did it come wrapped?
Jesus Christ, that sandwich is good. Yeah, how did can you imagine they wrap it like in a robe?
In a robe and stuff, right? Yeah. With a little stick on the side, him walking around.
And maybe you could put, you know how you put those umbrellas in a
Yeah,
drink?
that'll be his hair. Unbelievable.
But you make it a halo,
Oh,
you
my
know,
God.
and it'll be perfect. But
Sorry, Lord, for talking about you.
well, it's a good thing. I mean, you're
Yeah.
not saying anything wrong.
Right on, baby.
Is the Jesus Christ blasphemy? I think not. I think it's a great way to honor.
The Lord.
All right. To honor the Lord. So basically, the guy showed up. The Jesus Christ sign is in the window, and he put white paint all over the window so nobody could see it. And that's illegal.
Nah, that's not cool.
That's not cool. That is a family-owned business establishment. They're trying to make it
Oh, so
post-pandemic. They're serving up the Jesus Christ. It's a delicious sandwich.
Jesus is pissed. That's why it's raining like this.
You know,
Jesus.
I mean, I don't know. Did they have cheese 2,500 years ago? Whatever
yeah,
it is,
could have
2,000
been,
years ago?
man. I hope they didn't have buns with it.
Look, there's no telling if Jesus was here now, would he dig a grilled cheese sandwich? But
He probably would.
going by most people, who wouldn't? I mean, geez. And on top of that, this is not any grilled cheese. You're talking about mozzarella. You're talking about mature cheddar.
Mature.
Mature cheddar.
Mature cheddar.
You ever
What
see
is-
the Cheez-It
what is that?
commercials?
Oh, that's old cheddar?
Yeah, I guess it's aged, right? You ever see the Cheez-It commercials where they're aging the cheddar?
Yeah, and they talk back to the scientists.
No, yeah. They say something stupid. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, he's not mature. He's got send him back. Send him back.
Hey, you got no arms.
Cheese isn't ready. Cheese isn't ready. So here's some interesting news for you. How about this? New York researchers transplanted pig hearts into 2 brain-dead people over the last month, and it was us.
Yeah, baby.
We are good. We're alive and well. Except he does that now, every now and then, and it can be pretty disturbing at the dinner table. But yeah, the 2 brain.
I like mud now.
We're still brain dead, but at least we have pig hearts.
Huh?
But they're pretty incredible. 2 pig hearts, according to the lead scientist. He's saying that they've learned so much over the last couple of years. He's the lead scientist at operations at NYU Health. He said, you stand in awe when the pig heart starts to beat in a human body.
Would those 2 people eat pork after that?
Well, maybe. Got nothing against that. I mean, would you eat a human?
No.
Oh, I guess that's
I'll
a good
starve. I'll die.
point. So maybe
first.
not then. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
not. Animal to human transplants, believe it or not, what scientists call xenotransplantation, have been tried for decades without success as people's immune systems almost instantly attack the foreign tissue. Now pigs are being genetically modified so their organs are more human-like, increasing hope that they might one day help fill a shortage of donated organs. Now, who's to say that this isn't the key to immortality? Now, because imagine you're a person, right? And you could just keep, like a car, you can keep replacing your parts, keep replacing the heart, keep replacing the kidney,
Yeah, let's put some pig teeth in his mouth.
I don't mean teeth. I'm talking about organs.
Organs.
Let me get that pig nose, bro.
I don't play an organ, man.
Oh, you still are pretty musically. You're a percussionist, right?
Yeah.
Like Trent, you see, you and Trent would get along great. He plays the drums. He don't even know it. He don't like you. He hasn't talked to you.
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable, man.
It's crazy.
I'm brokenhearted.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. In a way, my dad's never grown up because I know. Don't lie about it. You still play with toys.
Oh, definitely, man. I still have my long, big G.I. Joe, 12-inch G.I. Joe.
He doesn't like regular G.I. Joes. It's got to be a 12-inch G.I. Joe.
I need to see him when I'm running around with him in front of the house. And then the people walking by start going to the other side of the street.
Well, like, what's wrong with this guy? That's our neighbor.
Yeah.
We should have thought about this before we invested in this neighborhood. Speaking of G.I. Joe, Hasbro, which
Hasbro,
you're a big Hasbro fan, right?
Yeah.
They're announcing that practically anyone will be able to stick their face onto a fully posable, licensed and highly detailed Power Ranger, Ghostbuster, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, or Marvel figure, thanks to a partnership with Form Labs to scan and 3D print your head before applying it to an iconic action figure body.
Man, I am in, dude.
This is also a great, I would love to get something like this for you for Christmas, but then how do I do it without you knowing?
Yeah, well, you can't take my face with you, you know?
I got to knock you out and scan your face. Put something in your food.
Yeah, I would love to be a G.I. Joe.
I know. Can you
fighting man from head to toe?
Is that the song?
Yeah, in the land, the sea, and the air. There you go, in his underwear. Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Neither do I.
So that's pretty cool, and it'll cost $60.
$60 to put my face on a plastic doll? Give it to me, man.
I think it's worth it. I think it's totally. I wonder though.
Who would you be?
That's a good question. I mean, I wonder with the Power Rangers and the Star Wars and
Power Rangers. Get out of here.
No, I'm not going to do Power. But I'm just saying some of these characters have helmets and stuff.
Nah, maybe you should be the Hulk.
That would be funny. Just big body, little head. And then they make my face green. Maybe it would be funny if the whole body's green and huge, and then it's just my head.
No, it'd probably just be a white head.
Yeah. I'll be a pimple on his shoulders or something. But I don't know. I'd probably be a Marvel superhero, maybe Spider-Man or something.
Nah, I can't see your face.
That's how they rip you off. You do the whole thing. You scan your face. You do everything. You send it in, and you get it back, and it's just Spider-Man with the mask on.
Nah, man, ain't having that.
That's how they could get you. No, I'm sure it's the character without the mask on. Being a Ghostbuster would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I want my face on that thing so everybody could remember me.
I'll have my dad G.I. Joe. Your voice will be on Alexa. It's going to be you'll never leave.
Yeah, I wonder if we could put voice on the G.I. Joe.
Yeah, you pull a string.
Hello, guys. Get him.
That's what you want yours to say?
Yeah.
Get him. Get him right now.
Now. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, what are you waiting for? Do it. I picture you saying something like that. Come on, man. Let's go. What are you waiting for? No. You know what yours would say? Every time I'd go over, I'd pull the string, and your action figure would say, "Hey, yo, Burn!"
Hey, yo, Burn, huh?
My mom's name is Bernice, and for a million years, that's how he calls his wife.
Yeah, that's what I call.
So that's what your action figure should say. Yo, Burn!
Damn, we got to take Mommy's face, too.
What character would you make Mom? Be careful.
Well, probably Captain Marvel.
Ah, there you go. That's a good one. Well played, sir.
I'm no fool, son.
You did a good job with that one. Man.
Yeah, because I was going to say something, but my brain went on lockdown.
Why?
Because I was going to say somebody else, but...
Well, what were you going to say? You can't say that now.
No, I can't say it now. You crazy?
You're worried you're going to get in trouble?
Trouble. Hey, the living room's waiting for you, son.
So, and finally, pretty interesting story here. We watched the video before the show began. So, this dude in Colorado, right? There's a mountain there, and 93 years ago, I guess we can sometimes question the validity of things that happened 93 years ago.
93 years ago.
But apparently, what they say
Yeah.
is a man 93 years ago
Yeah.
was able to push a peanut up to the top of a mountain. Now, the summit of this mountain, 14,115 feet. So he was able to push this peanut 14,115 feet with his nose up a mountain.
With a nose.
With his nose, not a nose. Yeah, can you just use somebody else's nose?
Yeah, let me use this. Come here. Give me that over
Come
here.
here, kid. Let me show you something. Now,
93 years ago with his nose.
Yeah, the dude did this 93.
Yeah.
Well,
He must
guess.
have had a big nose.
Well, maybe that's how he did it. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point. You have to have the right nose. That's a good point
That's
too.
right, man. Yeah.
And if you, well, just spoiler alert, somebody just did it again. All right, a week ago.
Okay.
Now, I call bullshit on this
Yes.
because you saw the video
Right.
and he has some type of contraption hooked up to his
He's
nose.
got like a rice spoon.
Yeah, and he's scooping it up.
And he's scooping it up. He ain't doing that right. Come on, man. The 93-year-old just finished pushing that thing up, right?
Yeah.
A couple of years ago?
But this dude, he claimed, okay, fine. And it's actually been attempted a couple of other times. He accomplished it, but again, weird contraption on his nose. Now, I don't blame him. You look at the video.
Yeah, it's nothing but rocks.
Sharp rocks all over the place. You make it.
No, you got to spill blood, man, to finish stuff. What's the matter with these
So
people?
I don't know. I just don't buy it. You could check out the video. He did it to celebrate the city of Manitou Springs, the 150th birthday. So they did it to celebrate that. But
yeah.
I just don't think he actually did it. I don't buy
Nah, he looked like a duck.
it. He looked like a duck.
Yeah. Like, what was that, Howard the Duck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems, it almost has the look of, you ever see those movies where the crazy smart scientist dude is able, I think of like, the Goonies. Remember the kid had all the inventions and stuff,
yeah.
It seemed like his invention should be more important, but it's so he can push a peanut up a mountain. It was
with a rice spoon that cost 99 cents.
Yeah, and everybody's so excited about it, and he did this amazing thing, but I don't know. I just don't buy it. I call BS on it. I thought,
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Well, maybe you should think about doing that.
I don't know, man. I got enough marks.
It would be good for the show, actually.
Yeah.
We record that. We get that on YouTube.
You wouldn't recognize me after I do that.
Yeah, no, that's why I think about 93 years ago, they say that I don't see how any human being could, basically rub their face up against sharp rocks up a mountain, 14,000 feet. I don't think anybody, I don't think it's humanly possible.
I know why.
Why?
Because they're nuts.
Oh, boy.
Super Radio Rundown.
Super Radio Rundown. Oh, you know what that's all about, right? We're talking about entertainment news.
No.
So you haven't seen anything on any of these lists.
Let me see.
Let's see. Well, I'll give you the top 5 movies in the country over the weekend. Here we
Yeah.
go. Thor: Love and Thunder. You see that?
No.
Oh, it's just 46 million over the weekend. Number 1 again. Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Negative.
I'm shocked you didn't see that one.
What, me and the kid are the same size? That's what you mean?
No, I'm not saying
okay.
that. It's close, but number 3, Where the Crawdads Sing.
Absolutely not.
That's number 3. Movie in the country, 17 million. Top Gun: Maverick.
No.
Not yet. No. Okay, let's get out and see that one. And rounding out the top 5, Elvis.
No.
So for you, Elvis hasn't even entered the building yet.
No, not yet. He has not entered the building.
He
The doors are locked right now.
The doors are locked. Elvis can't get in. So those are the top 5 movies in the country over the weekend. I was wondering, what the hell is Where the Crawdads Sing? I was like, what the heck is this thing? Well, it's a story. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to see what my goal is now. You usually spend your days watching Gunsmoke.
Oh, Gunsmoke, White Earp, the deputy.
So, needless to say, stuff not from this century.
Stories from Tombstone.
Yeah. So my goal is to inspire you to want to see Where the Crawdads Sing. All right.
Oh, okay, what is that?
So here we go. Hopefully this inspires you to see this movie. You forget about Top Gun, forget about Thor. You're gonna go see the Crawdads. Here we go.
Okay.
Where the Crawdads Sing is a story about survival. I get you yet? The Reese Witherspoon produced film,
No.
based on Delilah Owens' 2018 novel of the same name, is about a girl who grows up in almost total isolation, fending for herself and finding solace in the marshes surrounding her North Carolina home. Any interest yet? It's peeking.
Sounds like a maniac kid or something.
And while our protagonist, Kaya Clark,
What'd you call that? Pakanokanagatis?
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
does face and ultimately master the elements, literally surviving by harvesting mussels to sell for meager ingredients. There's another kind of survival that gives this story its impact, and she soon focuses on a murder investigation of a local celebrity. Whoa, that took a big turn. Wait a second.
Oh, my. Wait a minute. She a detective now?
I guess so. She's surviving, and then all of a sudden she's investigating a murder.
Oh, man.
So
I'll hire her in a minute.
are you into this yet?
Go ahead, man.
That's the pitch. That's the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Are you?
I don't know. I saw some movie on the... It's called The Princess or something.
You watched The Princess?
No, I didn't watch it. Because I was looking through the guide. I said, what is this? And they showed,
He was looking through the guide.
they showed the trailer, and she was killing everybody.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, man.
At first, I was laughing at you for watching The Princess.
How dare me?
But now I want to see The Princess. It actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, for what I see, she kills everybody.
That was the name, The Princess.
The Princess.
Gotta find out about The Princess. But anyway, that's Where the Crawdads Sing, and it's number 3 in the country at the box office right now. New movies coming out. Nope is released this weekend. You heard about Nope, the new film from Jordan Peele, director of Get Out and Us.
Nope, I'm not watching that.
Well, Get Out was actually really good, and Us is bizarre, but I do like Jordan Peele's vision. It's very Twilight Zone, but in the 21st century. So I really, so far, dig his films. Big fan of Get Out. Us to a lesser extent, but they were both pretty excellent. So I'm definitely looking forward to Nope, Jordan Peele's UFO drama. I'm going to try to get out there this weekend to see that. Big fan of his vision. Like I said, I think it's a pretty cool modern take on some of these outrageous sci-fi mysteries. Available on Amazon for only $19.99. The Black Phone.
Oh, wow. I'm so excited.
The Black Phone. Finney Shaw, a shy but clever 13-year-old boy, is abducted by a sadistic killer.
Oh, my.
And trapped in a soundproof basement where screaming is of little use.
Oh, my God, I'm scared right now.
When a disconnected phone on the wall begins to ring, Finney discovers that he can hear the voices of the killer's previous victims.
Oh, my
and they're dead set on making sure that what happened to them doesn't happen to Finney. Now, I did see this movie, and I will talk about it in the Couch Report. I'll give you my review coming up here in a little bit on The Black Phone. Also new this week, the new Resident Evil Netflix series is out. I've got checking
Does
that.
it come out in the daytime? I ain't watching that.
I
ain't watching that.
I'm assuming you haven't seen that yet.
No, which one?
Resident Evil.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've been very busy.
Oh, you've been busy. But you were a big fan of some of the older movies, right?
Oh, definitely. I love those movies.
I used to check out some Resident Evil, available on Netflix right now. The new television show, 10 episodes. I am actually, I think it's 10 episodes. I got to look into that. But I am 6 episodes deep, so I could tell you what I'm thinking about that show so far. I'll save that for the couch report.
So they streaming that on Netflix?
Yeah, you can watch
all of them at the same time?
Yeah, Netflix is different from...
but they're having a problem.
Netflix is having a problem?
Yeah, they might do the shows once a week instead of...
You think that's better than...
Yeah, I think that will be better, man.
People, I don't like the once a week. You see, I like to be able to watch.
Yeah, but
I hate waiting.
You need to be intense. You go, oh, man, this is what I'm waiting for. Let me get the popcorn.
But that's true. That there's something that's cool about that, and a lot of Amazon still does it that way. Apple TV, usually
like I'm watching the old shows on Saturday. Flash Gordon. Okay, the ship gets blown up and credits come up, so you wait until next week.
You know what? Old show is really good with the to be continued. Was Lost in Space.
Oh, the original one.
The original one. They always left you with a really cool...
well, I downloaded that on the TV.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them. Get Smart. All right. The Monsters. The Addams Family.
That gets you excited?
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm telling you every time I watch these shows. Okay, bro.
Oh, boy. Video game news. Video game. Yeah. Video game news is here. What have you been playing lately?
Just Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah?
But sometimes I stop. Then I got to download it again.
Oh.
I play it one day and forget about it.
And that's your biggest... I love that. What do you hate about games these days?
They're not fun.
He's like, I don't know.
What do you say?
You always talk about you hate that you have to update.
Oh, my God. Every time I stop it for a couple of days, I got to update it. Then sometimes you got to go through the board again.
You're not happy about it.
Oh, that drives me crazy.
I'm not into this whole updating thing.
No, man. I'm not into that.
PlayStation has released the 20 best post-apocalyptic games on PS4 and PS5. The top 3 games on the list. Horizon Forbidden West, of course, is the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, which I played and hated. Yeah. I hate to say it. Everybody loves the Horizon series. I don't know. I couldn't get into running around and fighting these machines that look like animals.
There were some games I couldn't get into.
So I don't know. I couldn't. But right now, that's a huge game. That's the follow-up on PS5. Follow Machine Hunter Aloy as she travels in the Forbidden West to take on an urgent and unknown threat that could spell the end of all life on Earth. A direct sequel to the critically acclaimed Horizon Zero Dawn. I just could never get into that game. It was not cool to me. Dying Light 2, Stay Human. I played Dying Light 1. Again, another game that it's a zombie game, so usually you got me there. But I didn't like the first-person perspective, which is like
that's what I
Call
like.
of Duty. You know?
That's what I like.
But the difference about this game, it's less gunplay and more melee action and running around and jumping and climbing things. And it's just weird doing that in the first-person view to me. I don't like the parquet aspect of the game that's really made it popular among people. So
that's why I like Call of Duty.
But Dying Light 2, Stay Human, that's the top 3 of the 20 best post-apocalyptic games on PS4 and PS5.
I ain't playing any of them.
You could have not even said anything, and I would have assumed that you're not playing any.
I'm not playing any of that stuff.
By the way, I'm not playing any of that shit.
You dig?
Yeah, I'm not into that at all. You can check out the full top 20, by the way, on Super Radio Brothers Facebook and Twitter pages.
Oh my goodness!
I want you to do that as soon as you get home.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll probably fall asleep as soon as I get home.
Number 3, by the way, which is a game I never heard of, Metro Exodus. It sounds pretty cool, though. leave behind the bleak tunnels of the Moscow metro and lead a small band of survivors across the stark frozen wastes of Russia in search of civilization and renewed hope in a journey that will cross the seasons, scavenge for supplies, fight with deadly adversaries, and do what it takes to survive. So
That's too much for me.
it's like, I just want to shoot.
I just want to shoot. Get them.
I don't want to cross and go on any journey and experience seasons.
I want the journey in front of me.
Oh, just want to, and don't get killed by dogs. Right?
Oh, you see? Yeah. You see how I play sometimes.
Yeah.
I rush these people.
Yeah, any situation, you're like, well, you should probably hang back and not get shot here, and he's just running in, guns blazing.
Oh, yeah. Memories, dude, memories.
And then he calls me and he goes, I can't beat this part.
Yo, this dog has been killing me, man, for 2 weeks.
The guy has a, an AK-47. He's talking about a dog is killing him. Not a German soldier with the gun.
You got to see the size of the dog.
Anyway, let's see. Stray. You might be into this game. Check this game out. So it's going to be free for PS Plus subscribers. So sign up now. All right, and after you hear this, you're definitely going to want to. Stray, the upcoming indie game where you play as an asshole cat. That's how this is written. You play as an asshole cat.
That's nice.
Lost in a strange sci-fi world, is finally releasing on PS5, PS4, and PC this month. After tons of viral clips and promising showcases when the game was debuted on July 19th. Actually, it was debuted before that. It's available since July 19th. So in Stray, you play as a nameless cat that finds itself separated from its feline friends at the outset of the game and plunged into a subterranean world populated by robots instead of people. Initially, the goal is simple. Get back to the surface. Quickly, though.
Let's get out of here, quick.
This is weird. Yeah, I'm underground. There are robots. I got to get out of here. I might want to stay, though. It depends on the robots.
Yes. How big are they?
Quick. Would you rather hang out with big robots or small robots?
Oh, big robots don't look down, so they'll never see me.
You're worried they might be aggressive robots.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They say, we don't see nobody out there.
Quickly, though, the quest becomes something more. Eventually, you're joined by a cute drone named B12, and the mysteries of the world start to pile up. On your way to the surface, you rise through the layers of robot society, literally learning more about not just their lives and history, but also what the heck happened to humans.
Man, that's another study thing. I ain't playing that.
It's a study thing.
Get out of here.
I don't want to learn about these stupid robots.
Hey, get about it. I don't like that. What's the matter? You don't like it? I don't like it.
I want to shoot something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not into this game at all. That's a stupid cat.
I'd rather play Mario.
I want to shoot the cat.
No, ooh, yeah.
Now you're talking, right?
I like that.
You know what you like better than that?
Uh-oh.
What do you think? You know what you like better than that?
What? Couch.
No, couch.
Couch time.
I like couch.
Couch.
What do you like better than that?
That's right, man. I had a couch all my life, you know?
What do you like better than that? Couch.
Ouch.
No, of course I'm talking about sports.
Oh, boy. Forget about the couch.
Yeah. It's sports time on Super Radio Brothers.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
And this was what I was looking forward to most with Trent here. To get his take on the All-Star break and the Home Run Derby and the Rays. You know, if the season ended right now, Tampa would be in the playoffs. So obviously they're in the conversation there. Seattle's made a move. They're involved in those 3 wild card teams. And before you look, holy cow, you see what's going on with the Baltimore Orioles.
Unbelievable.
10-game winning streak.
Yankees got to keep going, though.
Yeah.
You know, they got to keep going. And Baltimore's a little scary there all of a sudden.
Well, who knows? I mean, you win 10 games in a row, something is happening. Something's going right for your team. And, I mean, look, you never know. You look at the Rays, they're only 5 games behind the Rays right now, the Baltimore Orioles. And you look at the American League East, every team
Could be in the playoffs.
Yeah, every team's 500 or better. So all that BS that you heard the whole first half of the season about, oh, wait till the Yankees play somebody. Wait till they play a good team. The Yankees are in the best division in baseball, and it's not even close.
It's not even close, but it counts in October.
And then you had that stretch before the All-Star break where they had the 9 games with the Rays and the Blue Jays, and they won 7 of the 9 games in that stretch, and they split with Houston at home. So, you might want to think twice about saying who the Yankees have to play, because every team in the division is 500 or better. You look at Houston, which Houston is clearly the second best team in the American League, only 4.5 games behind the Yankees right now for that top spot in the American League. You look at they have a team like Oakland in their division.
Right.
Oakland's 32-61, and they get to play an unbalanced schedule against Oakland.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
How many games? Look at how terrible, which is, is there a bigger disgrace in all of baseball than the Angels? I mean, you want to talk about garbage.
And they got a good team.
They got 2 of the best players in all of baseball, and Trout and Ohtani. You would think that the organization would at least field a team that can be 500 and be in the conversation. And you've seen Trout get buried. Nobody cares about Mike Trout or how good he is because he's on the Angels every year, and they stink. And the same thing's happening to Shohei Ohtani. I thought he was crazy to go to the Angels instead of the Yankees a couple years ago. Just a dumb move.
Yeah, he's probably thinking about that right now, huh?
I mean, and how great he is to be doing look at how he's pitched lately. And, of course, the power hitter, this is something that we haven't seen in 100 years since Babe Ruth. He's doing it on the Angels.
Yeah, I saw one of his games. He pitched. I think he went 3 for 4.
Yeah, and earlier this year, just saying, Yankees smacked him around a little bit.
Yeah.
He was in a bad stretch there.
That's the second time in the last year.
Yeah.
So, maybe they got his number.
Yeah, and you look at the Yankees, maybe they might be, and I'll give you this, but there's some trade talk possibilities and everything, but you're excited about the start of the second half of the season. Well, before we talk about the Yankees there, let's just go back to the All-Star break. You had the Home Run Derby.
Right.
Juan Soto. Did you enjoy the Home Run Derby? Did you watch it?
I watched some of it.
Well, you took some time off from Gunsmoke. And
Oh, yeah. I was watching some of it. I watched it up to Alonso, and the kid from Seattle was bombing those balls. I think he got tired at the end.
Yeah.
He would have won it.
He had all those home runs early. And, I think Alonso was going for 3 in a row, the 3-peat.
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't look too happy.
Well, it meant so much to him.
Yeah.
They had that odd video of him. He was, doing deadlifts and meditating. He was taking it way too seriously.
Too serious.
So maybe,
Then Soto came up, and all of a sudden he wins,
Yeah. It's
with less home runs.
But that's how the rules make no sense. I hate the format now where you remember everybody used to get 10 outs. And how many home runs you hit with those 10 outs, we'll see who can do better. Well, this idea that you have to match one person up against the other and play it like that, I think the Home Run Derby format sucks.
Yeah, it sucks because when this guy hit 32 home runs, he should have just right there.
They should have ended it.
That's it.
It was over.
Well, not that it was over, they let the other guys try to get to 32.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not going all those rounds. That was a little ridiculous.
It's just dumb. It's like, okay, let's do this.
Enough for the matchups.
Like you just said, let all the guys get to 3 minutes, whatever they did, and the 2 best move on to the championship round. That's it.
Well, I think if none of them get to 32, he wins. That's it.
That's a good thought too. Why not?
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. It's
it's crazy. Everything's a show now, so
It's got to be for the All-Star game, though.
Oh, yeah.
And then they announced before the All-Star, obviously years ago, you had that nightmare scenario where the game ended in a tie.
Yeah.
And it started this whole movement. All of a sudden, now the All-Star game means something, and they put home field advantage on it.
They did a couple of things like that, right, over the years.
It was just garbage. So, I like what they did here where they said, look, if the game is tied, we're going to do a home run derby. Each side picks 3 players, and we see who hits the most home runs to win the game.
They should go back to the old floor mat,
What, for the All-Star game?
No, for the World Series.
Well, that's what it is now. It's the best record.
It should be.
Oh, you want them
but
to
I'm
alternate
saying,
it?
Yeah, it should be one American League.
I don't like
the
that.
Next year. No.
No, I like the way it is. Team with the best record gets home field. That's the way it should be. You played all those games, and if you have the best record, you should have home field advantage. That's the way I feel about it. I understand the old school way, but I don't. And that was a different league too, because when they had that format was when the leagues were truly separate leagues. There was no interleague play.
Yeah, that's right.
So you could say, well, I don't care what record you had in the American League. I had this record in the National League. Let's alternate it. That's fair. But now these teams all play each other. So to me, it matters if a team in the American League has a better record than the team in the National League, and they should get home field advantage. So I like that they've gone to that. It's funny. I was listening to the radio that night, and I misheard the news, and I thought they were making the home run derby for the regular season.
For the regular season.
I was like, what? This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. And that's my problem with sports like hockey, with sports like soccer, because to me, games should be decided playing the game. In soccer, especially World Cup, when you see these games come down to shootouts, it's not soccer anymore.
No, it's not.
That's it's weird. It's like this whole game comes down to another sport. It's not soccer anymore. It's not the game. To me, you play until their legs fall off and somebody scores a freaking goal.
I don't think that's fair.
So the shootouts
Not fair to the Goldie.
And now the NHL has gone to shootouts in the regular season.
Yeah, but not in the playoffs.
Not in the playoffs, which I dig, because you know what, it has to be the sport you're playing in order for you to win these big games. But I hate when they do that stuff like that in the regular season too, which is why initially I did have a problem, because baseball did something like that themselves, when they went and put the ghost runner in.
Yeah.
And, at first I was totally against it and I thought it was stupid. But to be fair, watching it the past 2 years, I actually think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It makes the other team score also.
Now, there's no guarantee that's going to be back next year. They kept it this year because of the delay to the start of the season and the condensed schedule.
They're going to take away the shifts too now, right?
Yeah, that's it's not official yet, but that's one of the things they're talking about.
It better be official.
You don't like the shifts?
No.
Why not?
Because you can't hit to the other side.
Well, there's the other argument that you need players with better back control. If they're giving you the left side, hit it to the left side. They're giving you a base hit. But at the same time, on your side of it, I can also say, well, look at the NBA. Look at basketball. They have illegal defense. You can't plant the center in the middle of the lane and just block the lane the whole time. There's 3-second defensive illegal defense.
They can call that penalty the whole night.
In essence, that's what the shift is doing. It's taking a guy and putting him right in the lane so that no one can get to the basket. In this case, no one can hit the ball up the middle if they see the spray charts and they see you hit the ball there a lot.
They need to go back to old school. Everybody get back in their regular positions.
But the shift always existed. They just didn't use it as much as
they said they
now.
used to use it against Ted Williams.
Yeah, Ted Williams was the shift king, and there's old footage of that. It just, it's kind of used with all the analytics and everything really crazy now. But I also think that there are times where you see it backfire. See a guy late on a swing and he hits
but
single
you know how
to the
many
left side.
hits a lot of these big guys lost?
Oh yeah,
their shifts.
Yeah, I'm kind of back and forth on the whole thing. But I keep thinking about the NBA, and I think, well, if the NBA can have illegal defense, why can't baseball? Because and you're right, the positions are meant to be played at the position. It's always weird when you see a 4-3-1 double play at second base. The third baseman.
Torres was in left field the other day.
Oh yeah, and that's the new thing now. They have 4 outfielders sometimes. So they're probably going to do something about it. And that's another thing I've come around on now, where I'm saying, well, yeah, you know what? Illegal defense kind of makes sense here. This has gotten out of control with the shifts and everything. So, and then the All-Star game itself, 3-2. The American League wins for a 9th straight year.
9 years in a row, man.
Once again, proving their dominance. Or even though the National League, American League won the they won the All-Star game last year, but National League won the World Series.
Okay.
Braves.
Yeah, but they were striking these big boys out yesterday.
Oh yeah, the pitching just shut them down, big time.
And then our boy was pretty good too.
Oh yeah, Giancarlo Stanton, he gets the big home run, and only the
Nasty Lester.
Yeah, and Stanton only the third Yankee in history to win the MVP at the All-Star game I think it was the 92nd All-Star game in history. So pretty cool. The other two, Derek Jeter and Mo Rivera, to win the MVP at the All-Star game for the Yankees.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that, man. You some badass teams, son.
So definitely really cool. I enjoyed the All-Star game more. I'm not a big All-Star game guy. I generally hate all All-Star games. The NBA All-Star game's a joke.
Oh, that's a joke.
They play till 180.
I don't even watch the hockey All-Star game.
Nobody. The hockey's a joke. The football is complete garbage. They're not really. There's no blitzing. They're not hitting.
Nobody's hitting.
But baseball is the one game where it's the same game you see during the regular season because you can't fake it.
No.
The guy's going to throw 95. You got to try and hit it.
You got to try to hit that bean, man. Right?
So, there's just no way to fake any of that. So I think
that's why I say baseball is the best sport.
And you're not wrong about that, but it's definitely the best All-Star game. But still, even with that said, I really don't enjoy an exhibition game in the middle of the season. I want to get the season going, especially this year as a Yankee fan. You can't wait to get going again.
I can't wait.
But
fire, baby, fire.
But I didn't really enjoy so much the All-Star game most years. But this year, with the year the Yankees are having, seeing Giancarlo hit that home run, win the MVP in his hometown. He grew up watching games at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, I know. He said the same spot with his dad.
Yeah, he said he hit the ball right to where he used to go sit, which is pretty amazing. And I really dug the miking up of players. I thought that was cool and fun.
Cool, yeah.
I especially the Nestor Cortez and Trevino part where they were both out there.
We need that shirt.
and he's like, what do you want to throw? They're talking to each other. And then when Trevino came up to bat and he got that base hit, and they were telling him to steal, and he asked the first base coach, he's like, are they going to send me? He's like, no chance.
I don't know. If the Yankees look good in the All-Star game, that was awesome, man.
Well, I got this for you.
We are the Yankees. Yankees. Yeah, baby.
Woo, yeah, Yankee baseball.
Every hair in my body is standing up.
Pretty excited about the second half of the season here.
I just want them to go take series.
64 and 28, 13-game lead in the division. Yankees win total is franchise's highest before the All-Star break, and their 28 comeback wins lead the majors this year. 28 comeback wins. They're 36 games above 500, top of the American League East. As I said, a 13-game lead over the Tampa Bay Rays. 6 of their players, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Garrett Cole, Jose Trevino, Nestor Cortez, Clay Holmes, all All-Stars over the weekend. Now, they did stumble a little bit going into the break, losing 8 of their last 16 games. And I was starting to feel a little, you lose 2 out of 3 to Cincinnati coming out of the break, or at least going into the break, and then you lose that first one to Boston over the weekend, and you're really starting to get kind of antsy.
Sometimes you got to hit the wall, before you come back a little bit. The big guys were not hitting.
Yeah, the offense kind of went to sleep. But then, when you end the first half, beating the Red Sox 13-2, and 14-1.
Massacre.
Makes you feel a little bit better about things. So
reminds me of the games in the 70s. I think the Yankees went to Boston, beat them 3 games in a row.
The Boston Massacre. That's
the Boston
when
Massacre.
They came back from that big lead and everything.
Unbelievable.
But, so now Yankees, they get the second half of the season started with a interesting scheduling thing, and they get less time off than most teams because they get started right away on Thursday.
Because of the Yankees.
With I can't wait to get it started anyway. But a double header in Houston, so they get it right away. They start the second half with an unusual double header. It's a scheduling snafu. Like I would say made necessary by the lockout, which delayed the start of the season. So that's why they're doing that now. And they're going to get started with a doubleheader in Houston. They've lost 3 out of 5 games against Houston this year. Now, the 4-game series at Yankee Stadium, there was a split, and you could look at that series in 2 different ways. You could say, oh, well, Houston should have swept them, and Houston had, because the Yankees had those 2 big, bookend the series with the big comebacks, Aaron Judge walk-offs, and then you had the combined no-hitter that they had that Saturday afternoon against the Yankees.
That was terrible. I had nightmares.
Yeah. I would say this, though. I don't really take me personally, I don't take a combined no-hitter really seriously.
Yeah, that's not serious.
It's just
pitchers are like the old days.
It's just I don't look at it. To me, it's not a real no-hitter. That's just my opinion. If they would have had a pitcher go out there and no-hit the Yankees for 9 innings, then I would have felt. And I'll tell you what, I do think that if Houston goes out, wins that Sunday game, it makes that no-hitter feel a lot worse. But instead, what you got was another Aaron Judge walk-off.
Another Aaron Judge walk-off.
So you talk to me about that series. What I'm going to say is, what would I rather have? It's a split series, first of all, 2-2. Would I rather have a combined no-hitter or have Aaron Judge break your heart twice?
No, I like him to break your heart twice.
I mean, that was way better. And then, of course, you had the weird game again because of the lockout scenario delaying the start of the season. Went out to Houston for the 1 game. They lose 2-1. Rizzo hit a home run in that game, and Bregman had a 2-run double. So basically, both teams had 1 big hit and great pitching in that game.
But I think Altuve's out too, right?
Yeah, Altuve's hurt right now. So,
but that doesn't mean nothing. You like to beat them with your real guys.
Which is why a lot of people thought Gleyber Torres should have gotten in there too for the All-Star game when Altuve wasn't going to be able to go. But that's anyway. Pretty excited about the start of the Yankee season. I did want to bring up this list to you real quick. I was looking for your quarterback on the NFL's top 10 quarterbacks that got released.
Okay, here we go. Who are these guys?
So here we go. The ranking of the top 10 quarterbacks by now. This list comes from NFL executives, coaches, players. This is their picks, okay, and it all comes together in this list. So,
oh my goodness!
In the top 10 here, at number 10, Dak Prescott, your favorite quarterback.
Number 1 is Prescott.
No, number 10.
Number 10.
Number 10. Number 10 is Prescott. Number 9.
Yeah, like I love him so much, huh?
They got number 9, Watson. He hasn't played in a couple of years, having legal problems. Number 9, Wilson. Now on the Broncos.
Yeah, he's on the Broncos.
Making the move over there to the AFC. Justin Herbert, rising star for the Chargers at number 7. Super Bowl champion Matthew Stafford, number 6. Joe Burrow, he's another rising star. The Cinderella team, Cincinnati Bengals, get into the Super Bowl last year.
No.
Number 5. He's number 5. Number 4, Tom Brady.
Oh, hell.
We could skip that one. Trent.
Oh, hell yeah.
Trent's
Brady
favorite player.
Who's Brady? Is that Brandy or Brady?
Brandy. I've never heard of Brandy, but he's number 4 on the NFL top 10. Let's see. Number 3, Josh Allen. Number 2, Patrick Mahomes. And number 1, as voted on by executives, coaches, and players in the NFL, Aaron Rodgers.
I like Herbert.
You like Herbert as who's I like Herbert.
I like Herbert. He's got a nice helmet.
But you wouldn't put Justin Herbert number 1 NFL quarterback right now, would you?
Oh, no, I probably would put
Daniel Jones.
Now I'm sick, man. Rodgers and Mahone.
Wait, what did you say? Mahone. What's that?
I can't say Mahone.
This isn't poop news,
I know, that's pass. I'm sorry, man. I don't know. Mahomes is...
Are you killing yourself now?
Yeah, he's going to have different receivers this year,
Yeah, he lost his guy.
Yup.
He lost his...
Yeah, he's in Miami now.
Yeah, well, Mahone lost... What are you doing to me? I can't even say the guy's name now.
You know Mahone?
Oh, my goodness. No, Aaron Rodgers, obviously, there's some big Tyreek Hill has moved on from Kansas City to Miami.
Right.
So he leaves a great quarterback in Mahomes. And Devontae Adams, he leaves Aaron Rodgers
Yes, that's right.
to go join Carr with the Oakland Raiders. So no receiver, quarterback.
Oakland Raiders? They're not Oakland
They're not
Raiders.
Oakland, Las Vegas. Thank you. You forget about that.
What's the
He went to Vegas, but, man, the dude left Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers to go play for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And
not even a real team.
Those rookies come up big. They're going to have problems, man.
So
they're going to miss those guys.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll see. A lot for those guys to prove on another team. I think Tyreek Hill is definitely going to miss Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. So I overall, just looking at this list, I don't disagree with any of the players on the list. I think I would disagree with the order. Aaron Rodgers just can't win a big game.
No.
The 49ers own him, beating him. He loses these games in Green Bay. They put up, 13 points?
I'll drop him to 4 or 5.
In that playoff game last year. So,
for sure.
To me, you still have to give Tom Brady credit. I know he's older.
I will move Tom Brady to number 2.
Yeah, I think I agree.
And Mahomes number 3, and then Stafford number 1.
I would not put Stafford number 1. Is he top 5? I think you could make that argument.
Well, that's why I like Herbert, man.
Herbert,
that kid plays. Man.
He's a rising star, and he's a guy that you could definitely see as a top 5.
Yeah, but Allen is good too, man.
To me,
I think Allen's better than Herbert.
Here's I think you still have to put Patrick Mahomes number 1, because as ridiculous as that game was, he did beat Josh Allen last year. So even though, what was it, 13 seconds left, you can't stop them from scoring. It was so ridiculous. But anyway.
So it would be Mahomes first?
I put Mahomes first. I put Josh Allen second.
Okay.
I put Tom Brady third. I put Aaron Rodgers fourth. And then that 5th spot, you can debate it either way you want. You could go Burrow. You could go Stafford. But I already slide Herbert in there in the top 5. He's a dynamic player. I think he's going to be a big star. I think they have a shot, even though it's a tough division. I think they have a shot at winning that division this year. So
games I saw with that guy were unbelievable.
Yeah, he's
so he's in number 5.
Pretty incredible talent. So that would be my top 5 right there. I would go Herbert, Rodgers, Brady, Allen, Mahomes. That would be my top 5.
Right,
Mahomes. So just one other thing on sports here, I did want to mention that you have tried to play some Madden in the past, right?
Oh yeah.
So the top ranked players, some of the top ranked players have come out for this year's edition, Madden NFL 23 player rankings, and the number 1 receiver, Devontae Adams, we just talked about him.
Okay, Devontae.
He's a 99 rank, which is a 99 rating, pretty incredible. Cooper Kupp, which
I like that kid.
What incredible plays he made in the playoffs last year.
Love that kid.
That bomb he caught to beat Brady and the Buccaneers, and Cooper Kupp.
Oh my God, I guess somebody was crying that game, man.
He's not gonna like you anymore now after hearing some of this stuff.
I'm joshing you, man.
Tyreek Hill for the Dolphins, 97. Those are 2 guys, Adams and Hill, that are on new teams. DeAndre Hopkins, 96 rating with the Cardinals. Stephon Diggs with the Bills. He has a 95 rating. Tight ends, no surprise. Travis Kelce with a 98 rating. George Kittle with the 49ers, 47 rating. And Mark Andrews, who's so important to that Ravens offense, a 93 rating. So those are the top 3 tight ends in Madden 2023. Are you going to be playing this year?
I have to get on it.
It should be fun, man. I think I love to play Madden.
My problem with Madden is I'm always throwing bombs, even on 4th down.
But you have no patience. The shooting games, you're running in there shooting like crazy, going nuts. And
there's no guns in football.
And then there is the shotgun.
Oh, the shotgun. That's right.
Yeah, you do.
I just learned something.
You do have the shotgun, and you have bullet passes.
Oh,
bullet passes.
Yeah. Button hooks.
That's not a gun, but. What else?
It's like a fishing line.
Yeah.
Button, hook,
Button hook. Yeah.
hook.
It doesn't match our theme right now, though, of guns.
Okay, well, no, I don't want to talk about guns.
Oh, come on, man. Well, let's talk about what's been going on, huh? Shall we?
It's time to sit down and unwind and listen to the Couch Report.
So you, I already know one thing that happened in your couch report. You bought a giant red, white, and blue baseball glove.
Oh my God, it's so huge.
It's bigger than your head.
I can carry my dog and catch the ball at the same time.
Now, do you truly envision ever actually using that glove?
No, man, I'm taking it to the park tomorrow. The tags are still on there. I know one of these gigantic dudes will buy it.
One of these gigantic dudes. I love the color, man.
Yeah, well, my brain wasn't working. It says, hey, I got a bigger glove.
Did you get that at Dick's?
No, not at Dick's.
What? What are you laughing about?
Okay.
He said Dick's.
He said Dick's. Oh, my, no, I got it online. So the glove looked small online until it got to the house.
That's the problem with buying things online sometimes, huh?
Yeah, the UPS guy was carrying it on a hand truck.
He needed help.
Oh, my goodness.
You needed help getting to that. Remember we had that giant football?
Oh, yeah, I don't know where that's at. Oh, yeah, that was great.
Didn't we destroy it because we actually played games with it?
Yeah, right in the living room.
We
You should have seen us.
Didn't we take that out to a mud-filled football field? Remember that day?
Yeah, to Ferry Point Park.
Yeah, the field, and we played tackle football.
Yeah, with all your friends and everything.
Yep, and there was so much. I think it's the only time I ever ran back a kickoff.
With a gigantic ball.
Yeah, because everybody was falling because there was mud everywhere. It was the funniest thing ever, and we're playing with this giant
was that
ball.
Like 3 feet?
It was huge. Yeah, like it's not even. Think about a big football, and it's bigger. It's as big as a 50-pound dog or something.
Probably my size.
Yeah, it's about as big as you now. Yeah.
Oh, hey, watch it there. Yeah, that was great. That was some fun, man.
Yeah. Memories.
Oh, memories. Yeah. Huge.
It was huge. It was huge. Yeah.
It was huge.
Didn't we have a huge baseball glove or something too?
Yeah, we had everything big.
Oh, but that was like a chair. You sat in the
Oh,
glove.
yeah, I still got that. It's in the attic.
Oh, man.
It's probably all melted and shit.
I know, right? You blow it up, and it's just not what you thought it was.
Yeah, it's a Yankee chair.
Yep, and it's a big glove.
That's right, man. You sit your butt on a big hand.
A huge hand.
Yeah. Hey, this guy's handling me well.
Oh, my.
Get the candles, dude.
All right, so you got anything? What's been going on with you?
Me? I'm all right, man. Practicing,
Yeah.
And
Still getting out there, even in the heat, huh? Playing
even
some
in the
softball?
heat, yeah. Well, we go early and then we start dying, I guess, after the second time I bat. But we got loyal guys that go out there.
You wait till you're dying and then you leave.
Yeah, then we go to breakfast on top of that.
Oh, wow.
So it's crazy, man.
Did you have a Cheesus Christ sandwich?
No, I didn't have a Jesus Christ sandwich, but one of my buddies always has two fried eggs hard,
All right.
bacon crispy,
All right.
okay, white bread
Yes.
with grits.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. So that's pretty cool, man, It's the way he eats it.
I've never had a grit. The only grit I knew was from my cousin Vinny.
My cousin Vinny, hey, what is this?
The 2 Utes.
Those are the 2 Utes, but I'm telling you, I told Mommy to buy a box of grits because we eat farina.
Yeah.
So I guess it's mostly the same
You
thing.
guess.
I guess. I don't know. I guess you.
But what if you're wrong?
Then I won't eat it.
Next time you should ask your friend, hey, put some of that on my plate.
Hey, yeah. Can I try that? Get out of here. Get out of here. Get off of there.
I mean, or it's maybe grow a pair and order some grits one of these weeks.
That's right. I'm going to grow. What? Grow what? What do you want me to go? You want me to grow some marbles here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about it. So I was thinking of trying that.
All right. No, why don't you try some grits? And because I know Trent likes grits. And
Oh, he likes grits. Does he like scrapple?
I don't know. You got to ask him.
Oh, okay. Hey, you like scrapple?
No, not right now. You got to wait till he's here.
Oh, okay.
Wait till he's here. But all right, yeah. Try grits this week and come back to me and tell me if it's for
Well,
real.
it won't be until next week because we got one practice tomorrow, and a lot of guys not going to be there tomorrow.
Oh, so no breakfast tomorrow.
No breakfast.
No, you could sacrifice one day of breakfast and order some grits. You might not like it, but
No, I don't think so.
what's your go-to breakfast when you go?
Bacon, egg, and cheese
Safe bet.
on a safe bed. Then sometimes 2 eggs over medium with bacon, crispy, and hash browns.
All right.
Easy white bread with toast.
There you go. It sounds good. And it's the same thing every time.
They don't even give us menus anymore. Okay. And then we have fun, then everybody goes home and they say, see you tomorrow. Here we go.
That's it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, anything else you got there on your couch report?
My couch report. Let's see.
You see any cool shows or anything?
Well, I don't know, man. I think we're trying to watch shows together, so, I think maybe I should give Mommy the control, and she can put what she wants, and I'm going to have to sit there.
Well, I know you guys were talking about maybe you were going to watch the new Strange
the
New
new-
Worlds Star Trek series.
Oh, we like that. That was pretty cool.
Did you watch it yet?
Which one?
What is this, Abbott and Costello? Who's on first?
Hey, what's on second?
An Abbott and Costello routine all of a sudden.
Where's third? Oh, my.
So, but I take it you haven't watched the show together yet.
Which one is that?
Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Oh, okay, but didn't we see the last one already?
Yeah, but there are 9 other episodes that you guys can watch together.
Oh, so that means I got to watch the first ones before I go back to the last one?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And in a way, the last episode is kind of its own separate thing, But
yeah, it was a cool episode.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Oh, yeah, that might be something there's some new things out there.
Yeah, I know, man. I got to give Gunsmoke a break.
I still can't believe you haven't finished watching Mandalorian season 2. There's a huge, super awesome surprise at the end of it.
I'm busy. I'm falling asleep on the couch every time, man.
I'm busy falling asleep, but I watch
Oh.
Gunsmoke.
That's right, man.
That's the one thing that keeps you awake.
Oh, my God. He blasts people like he means it.
I think there's half the people listening to this will be like, what the hell is a Gunsmoke?
Oh, maybe Wyatt Earp. Oh, my best. I think the best animated movie that came out this year.
Mm.
And it should be an Academy Award.
Oh, you saying that there's an Academy? That's right. We teased this last week. We never got to it. Your movie of the year has already been released. I'm sure it's critically acclaimed. Let everybody know what is
Beavis and Butthead.
the new Beavis and Butthead movies. Your movie of the
Oh,
year.
I love it, man.
My favorite part of watching that movie with you was that the first 10 minutes you were in tears.
Oh, my God. I couldn't stop laughing. I said, oh, my God. These guys are waiting how many years to score? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and basically the premise is obviously Beavis and Butthead from the mid-'90s, I guess, early to mid-'90s. They time travel to 2022.
I'm going to tell you, man, this shit was funny, man.
Yeah, there's so many great parts in it. I do dig the part where Beavis and Butthead discover that they have white privilege. That's a pretty cool part. And
when they were working in the restaurant. What are we supposed to say?
it's just, and I wouldn't say it's as good as the original movie, but it's hard to come back 20 years and do something as good as they did. I thought it was excellent. I
thought it was good too, man. You kidding?
It
And
was
they still look
hilarious.
the same.
So I'm sure Mike Judge was sitting on that for a while and had a great idea, and they let him do it, and he definitely pulled it off. So movie of the year, it's about
I know. I'm reaching.
like 5 months left, so we'll see what else comes out here. Nope comes out this weekend. I think it's going to be excellent.
No, okay. Let me know.
It's apparently about a UFO. How can it not be good? I'm super looking forward to that. Another movie that came out, and I'll just get in here a little bit, was The Black Phone. I was waiting for it to start streaming, and it did. So I checked it out at home, and I think that the premise of this kid being abducted, being locked in a basement, and there being a phone hooked up to nothing, and these spirits calling him on the phone and warning him about things and telling him what's going to happen. I thought it was a great premise. I think it's pretty brilliant.
He better start digging a hole and get out of there.
Oh,
man.
he did. He tried. Many different things he tried, and he was being warned on the phone calls and everything. So the premise of the movie, Ethan Hawke plays the bad guy, which is pretty cool. The premise I thought was excellent, and as a suspense movie, I thought it was pretty good. I think it's worth checking out.
Suspense.
I just
A phone on the wall with no wires on it? Get out of here.
the phone doesn't work unless you can hear ghosts, I guess.
Holy shit.
But yeah, basically, all of the serial killers' previous victims, and the movie takes place in the 70s, all of the previous victims are calling him on this phone, this black phone that's in the basement with him, and warning him. There's one great. Well, I don't want to give away any of the scenes, but I would say I think it's a good movie. But when you start to say that this is a horror movie, my only problem with it is, in my opinion, it really wasn't scary at all. There was nothing scary. There was plenty of suspense, but as far as it being a horror movie, and Blumhouse seems to do this a lot in some of their films. And I haven't been thrilled with some of their previous releases. They dropped The Invisible Man a couple years ago. I didn't love it.
Not good.
Their remakes of Halloween, I think, suck. So and Blumhouse, I think they should be putting out. But they released that movie Ma a year ago.
Remember we went to go see People Under the Stairs?
Oh,
that was scary.
Well, yeah, that's a good horror film. That's what I mean. If there was more of a horror element to this movie, I think it's really more of a stir of echoes type of spirit film.
Like Saw, that movie Saw.
Well, that's even more like a torture film, but even that's more horrific than this. Blumhouse, they put out movies like this. I think it was last year they put out that movie Ma, which was about this lady that was letting kids party in her basement. And it's one of these films where it's building the whole movie and nothing happens for hours until the very end and she finally kills somebody. So that movie...
I hate those movies like that.
You expect horror from I think I'm saying it right, Blumhouse. But they just, for me anyway, they continually disappoint. Now this movie, I do think The Black Phone was an excellent movie. I think the premise is great, but as a horror film, it's just not scary to me. There was nothing scary about it.
Down fingers.
But
You seen the new show on the History Channel?
What new show?
The Colosseum.
No, it's about Rome.
Yeah, it's about Rome, gladiators and stuff like that. So yeah, I was watching half of it, so I recorded the rest because I fell asleep. And it's a movie or a show?
It's
like a show. They talk about all the different elements, and they show these guys killing each other and everything. It's pretty cool.
So it's like a new History Channel documentary on the Colosseum?
8 episodes.
Oh, I do great stuff with that. I wouldn't mind checking that out. As you know, super fascinated by Hellenistic culture and ancient Rome. And I love gladiators.
And the stars. You like the stars.
Oh, yeah, I like the stars. Not a lot of great viewing opportunities.
Oh, lately, right? With all that stuff everybody's saying that's out there?
Oh, yeah. There was a comet passing by its closest to Earth last Friday and Thursday. And, I'm not prolific or anything, but I'm getting really good at finding things using the method of triangulation. You find 2 stars and you make a triangle with the object. And, I'm pretty much finding everything.
I can't find my keys.
You see, but if you triangulate, you might find keys.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm a triangulate. Whatever that is. Oh, my goodness gracious.
So, I've been using that method, and it helps me find things. And then I saw that and I got excited because the comet was going to be in a constellation. I saw the 2 stars I was going to use to and that's one thing I haven't found yet. I've found so many different things, galaxies and planets and planetary nebula and, globular clusters, open clusters. I've seen just about everything. Haven't found a comet yet.
Are they out there?
Everything's out there, man. It's incredible.
God.
It's incredible.
You think there's people that look like us on the other side?
That's a good question. What do you think?
Like evil me, evil you?
Oh, like the multiverse?
Yeah. Oh, my.
But what if you are evil you?
Oh, my. But then you go to another section and he goes, that's nice me.
Well, what about that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Oh, my goodness.
Did you finish watching it or no?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It took a long time after you left. You said a couple
There was
of
still
minutes.
an hour left, I told you.
Oh, my goodness. That was like there forever. I never got to eat that day.
But it was good, right?
Oh, no, it was good.
And the funny thing about that movie is they tell her, you're living your worst possible life. Like she's a movie star in this one world, and she's so successful in these, and then they tell, right now you're living your worst possible life.
Unbelievable. She's a good actress, too.
Yeah, Michelle Yeoh. She does great job in that movie. And, speaking of best movies of the year, right now I'd have to say that's the best movie of the year, Everything Everywhere All at Once, for me anyway, so far.
So not the superhero movies. Kind of corny.
I wouldn't put Thor there, and a lot of people kill Multiverse of Madness, but I enjoyed the Doctor Strange movie.
Right.
I thought it was cool. But no, I mean they're nowhere near. Everything Everywhere All at Once is such a cool, original interpretation of this whole multiverse thing that's become popular in modern sci-fi. And they find a way to create their own original take on it that's super entertaining.
You think DC don't make their movies like the comics, do they?
DC just has trouble making. See, what they did was they did a poor job of introducing their characters because they decided they were going to entrust Snyder with doing that, and he tried to create this ultra dark. Everything's dark, and it's just. It's kind of the opposite of the mistake Thor made in the most recent movie, where it's just too silly. It's just too silly. It's too much. I mean,
and the DC ones are too dark.
And I get that with Batman, but with Superman's supposed to be the complete opposite of Batman. So that's what you're looking for. He's supposed to brighten your day. They're supposed to be. It's colorful, right? Batman's dark and Gotham City, and nighttime is when he comes out to do his thing, and the Batmobile is black and everything.
No,
and here's
man.
Batman with the red and the blue and the colorful.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be the embodiment of everything that's good with humanity.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't make corny movies no more.
So it don't have to be corny, but it's got to be more of a take that's true to the source material.
Yeah, they're not really fun.
No, the DC movies are terrible. The only one I thought that was halfway decent that I enjoyed, I thought Aquaman was pretty good.
Yeah, because he's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, and they really didn't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
And that was a movie that did show good balance. It had its funny parts, but then at the same time, there was some serious stuff going on with him trying to get back his kingdom and his mom and everything, where the Thor movie is just, and I don't want to harp on it. Hopefully you saw the video already where I talk about the source material.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Jason Aaron, where our
Fingers up, man.
Rich Thor gives his 6 out of 10 for Thor, and that's being kind. But I encourage anyone, if you have any interest in comic books and you saw this movie and you really want to get a good feel of who Gore the God Butcher is, go back and read the first Jason Aaron run on the Mighty Thor, which I maintain to this day is one of the greatest things ever written in comics. It's amazing. It's one of the best stories ever told. So go back and read Jason Aaron's. Read his whole run.
They messed it up, huh?
Read his whole run on Thor, because he's the one that introduces Jane Foster as Thor down the line as well. And that whole story is great. The way Thor is not worthy anymore, and he loses the hammer, and he goes on.
We're not worthy.
So a comic book even came out because the Thor title became Jane Foster Thor, the Lady Thor. So the other Thor, Odin's son, had his own comic book, and it was called Unworthy Thor. So
that's why I remember my cartoon days. The late '60s. They had Thor, Aquaman. It's crazy. They had Aquaman.
Aquaman.
No, the Submariner. Submariner. Spider-Man and the Hulk. So,
all the Super Friends was the DC, right?
No, it was like on Channel 9. Every day they showed a different character.
Didn't they have like Spider-Man and all his friends or something like that?
That was another show,
So, all those old school guys. Even
Spider-Man.
Even, in my time, you had the X-Men cartoon on Fox, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Which was when they show Professor Xavier at the start of not at the start, during the new Doctor Strange movie. You saw it, right? When Professor X comes out, they play the music from the cartoon.
Oh yeah.
So
I was wondering that. Look at that.
So they played the cartoon music, and that's one of the things I really dug about that Doctor Strange movie. Is it was a lot like the What If comic books, where you're playing with these characters in a different universe, so anybody could die.
So I think that movie so far is on top of all the superhero movies.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was great. I dug the new Doctor Strange movie. I really enjoyed it. But anyway, just going back to the Black Phone, I thought it was all right. Just not a horror movie, in my opinion. Also, 6 episodes deep on the new Resident Evil Netflix series. Which
no, I'm not watching that, man.
You should check it out. Now, I was a little surprised. I was expecting them to kind of give you the video, because one thing that you never got, going back to the original movie starring Mila Jovovich, I think was her name.
The Umbrella Company.
Umbrella. Stars.
Yes.
But you never actually got the video game story. The old Resident Evil movies, her character wasn't even in the games. So they kind of give you this whole new story, which I think a lot of the people who love the games were kind of annoyed about. And also those movies were action-packed movies, where the game was more about surviving. I might be running through a zombie-infested area, but I only have 6 bullets. So you think I'm going to bother trying to fight them?
Man, those Resident Evils were hot, man.
Most of the Resident Evil games, you spent most of the time running rather than fighting.
I used to hear you screaming on the other side of the house.
But, the movies were a ton of action. It seems like and really not the game story. So here, it seems like they're trying to give you a mix of action and more suspense like the game was. And basically the premise of the new Netflix show is that all the stuff that happened in the original games, Resident Evil 1 through 3, when Raccoon City gets nuked, and all the Resident Evil 4 and 5 in Mexico, all that stuff happened already. And what the show does, it does a really great job, in my opinion, of referencing the stuff that happened.
The dude did a study
in the game. So
right?
they do a good job of that. When mysteries are revealed, this happened in the original Raccoon City and everything. So I think that part of it is good. Now it's also time jumping. You're experiencing just after the events of the games, and then you're going way into the future. They're kind of showing you the world way into the future.
Oh my God, that's more thinking.
Which is more like the Mia Jovovich, action-packed, running from thousands of zombies and all. So the show gives you both of those things. Some of it's silly, and it's not great, but and I know a lot of people are killing it because of the 2 little kids. Basically, you have kids in one part of the show, and then their adult counterparts in the future. And the kids get into trouble, and it's kind of silly. Like, they do stupid shit, and you're like, come on, who
maybe you need a little silly before you see the evil guy.
But you know what? To me, and I dig that the one of the more compelling characters from the game was Albert Wesker. He was kind of the bad guy in the first game. I mean, throughout the series. And Wesker's the main character in the show here, basically. And his daughters are the Wesker had daughters. They're the main characters in the show here. So I see a lot of people killing this show. It doesn't have a high rating in some of the aggregates out there, but in my opinion, I can't stop watching it. I think it's fun. I dig the action. I just love Resident Evil.
Yeah,
you know?
sometimes they talk about movies and stuff like that. They say they don't like it, but sometimes you do like it,
Oh yeah, you'll see that a lot in critic ratings and fan ratings, very different. But I'm going to give it a big thumbs up, and just the fact, as a fan, have I enjoyed it without being overly critical and trying to nitpick and say, oh, well, this sucks or that was stupid. Do I want to watch the next episode? Yeah, I mean, it just came out, and I've already watched 6 of them. So,
my God.
Been super into it, and I'm digging it.
Yeah, but Wipeout's coming out back.
Yeah, Wipeout. He's like, yo, I'm going to binge some Wipeout,
I'm
bro.
going to binge some Watch Out, man. Watch Out? No.
Watch Out.
Oh, no, Wipeout.
I didn't hear about that show. It was on Watch Out.
Hey, watch it now.
I don't know about this Watch Out, but Wipeout was pretty. You always used to tell me I should get in competition there.
Oh, yeah, get in competition. Come on down.
What about me and you?
What? Let's go.
You want to do some Wipeout?
Yeah, let's do some Wipeout.
Let's just do it. It's raining right now. We can practice.
Yeah, no, you go first.
You could jump on the parking partitions,
I'll tell you, follow me and you'll be in front of me.
So, I've been playing more Alan Wake, which is a cool horror game from the past. It's remastered for PS5. You could still tell that it's an old game, but it's a lot of fun, man. It's one of those games that I think about it and I'm shocked I never played it, but I'm playing it now. And
that's cool.
And it's really good. So playing an old game there, which there was a big, you've seen it on all our social media, huge PlayStation sale in the PlayStation Store. It ends today on July 20th. So, I was able to get Alan Wake for like $10. I might have missed it now. I was compelled to pick up the remake of Resident Evil 3 for only $15. I think I'm going to miss that deal now.
Oh, boy.
But, there are a lot of cool things. A lot of good things there. Well, I'm still kind of playing the remake of Resident Evil 2 because it's just like the old game where you run through two characters. You run through as Leon and you run through as Claire. So I ran through as Leon already, so now I'm trying to play the game again as Claire, although that's been derailed as of late because I'm playing more Alan Wake here lately.
So you're Claire now?
I'm Claire. Hello.
Hey, Claire, what's happening?
I hope you still love me.
What?
You got to accept me for who I am.
I can't take it
You understand?
No more. I can't take it no more.
You don't like me. And with that, man, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Just shout out to my wife. I love you, babe. I'll be coming home soon.
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah.
In the word, and I should say happy birthday to my wife.
Oh, there you go.
Happy birthday, Sharon, and thank you so much for being an excellent producer of this show.
There you go. So she's the boss.
She's the boss.
Oh, sorry, boss.
You think these are actually my words? She told me what to say.
What am I saying?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I've been trying to figure that out for about an hour now. In the words of Bob Dylan, time is an ocean, but it ends at the shore. The Super Radio Brothers have reached the shore. See ya!
Be safe. It's raining again?